и показывает Москва. Работают все центральные каналы телевидения. Смотрите и слушайте Москву.
In recent news regarding Russia, they are taking control over Estonia. Narva has been a target for Russia for a while now. There has been controversy because, like always, Russia has done the wrong thing. They were supposed to do a charity event where they were going to fundraise money, and that never happened. It only caused people to lose their jobs, and now civilians are skeptical about Russia because they believe that they might be controlling everything like it has done in the past. Many people have lost their jobs, and now there is a division between the Estonians and the Russians. Even though the Russians are a minority in Estonia, they are still trying to influence the Estonians to become like them. Now that they know they are under a risk of trying to being influenced by the Russians, the Estonians are getting prepared to fight because they know that Russia is a strong force that will take everything on its way. The latest army that has been built in Estonia is constructed by normal people with normal jobs. They are there because they know that the Russians will try to influence them and they won't go down without a fight. About 13,000 of these people have been trained to learn what to do in case Russia ever decides to take over. Estonia is well aware that Russia has already taken over the capital of Georgia and Ukraine, and know that they might be next on the list. Although Estonia is a small country, they have one of the best militaries because they are backed up by NATO. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars on their army, and now they have even started to bring tanks. There was a time where Estonia was once ruled by Moscow. And because of this, now the civilians are afraid of going back to it, and they will do anything to fight and avoid this situation. There is an annual ceremony held in Estonia in honor of those who gave up their life trying to conceive the Estonian liberty from Russia. Estonia wants Russia to know that they are not alone in this, and that they are as prepared as them to fight. The Estonians are spending a reckless amount of money on their military and weapons, and they want Russia to know that it will not be easy to take them over. The civilians have been well prepared and are ready to fight for their country at any given time. There has been news that there is a Russian zoological museum filled with century-old specimens that find renewed relevance in the age of genetics. What does this mean? Well, it means that they have very old creatures on display for people to come and observe. It was mentioned in the article that some scientists have thought about trying to revive these animals with different cells. But, unfortunately at this time, it won't be possible to do so because they are bound to make hundreds of mistakes. In this museum, there are animals such as mammoths, condors, and Amur tigers. They give tours to be able to show people how things really are and how they once were. This is an example of a 30,000-year-old baby mammoth that was brought here from a Siberian riverbank 30 years ago, and is here to display that mammoths were actually real. Scientists won't give up that easily though. Although they weren't able to revive the mammoth, they are instead trying to clone animals, such as this baby lion cub, who they are trying to defrost and use DNA cells to try to clone. They are attempting to clone this baby lion cub by trying to use the DNA cells of the old baby cub. And if they are to succeed, this will just add one more accomplishment to Russia. But these scientists won't stop there. If their cloning method is as effective as they are expecting it to be, they are looking forward to looking for bigger animals hidden off in caves. The Russians believe that this is the start of something big, and if they were able to do it with a small animal, they will be able to do it with people as well. On to our last story of the day, you have probably heard about how Russia is moving their troops into Africa. This has Western officials worried because there has been an increase in arms sales, security agreements, and training programs for unstable countries or autocratic leaders. Even though Russia had problems with Africa in the past, they have now reconciled and they have created new alliances. According to President Putin, they will be having meetings with countries like Mozambique and Angola to discuss a new arrangement. By taking this into action, the Russian president is accomplishing his goal of making Russia as glorious as it once was, as well as getting anything along the way. Some African countries are all in to receive help from the countries like Russia and the United States, but there are more that are unsure whether it's the best choice to make or not. Russia decided to invade a country such as Africa because, in their perspective, they are going to help them out by providing arms and giving them security. But they are also doing it because they want new clients for their arms. Africa was an easy target for Russia because Russia knows that they can't compete against them or the United States, and therefore they will accept anything to feel safer against these countries. Russia made it seem like it was a win-win situation for them, but Africa didn't think of the consequences. Now they are restricted on their living and they don't have as much liberty as they once did. Once Russia infiltrated Africa, they stopped only being help and started making decisions. That will be all for today. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.